and I was the one who originally initiated those webmails, and they were pretty basic in the beginning. But, I realized we didn't have anything as a way to communicate to the customers what was going on. So we just needed to get something out there. But you've added like Clenergize News and what's the other one? Installers, something for the installers to installer showcase.
Yeah. I just added a new one this week. I'm calling this new category Wicked Photography. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but today on socials, like you actually see some installers doing some seriously good imagery and like photo skills. Taking shots of the sunset with the different shades of red and yellow just hitting the clouds and then reflecting it off the panels. Beautiful. Some using black and white or sepia kind of mode, or it's just pretty cool because as we get better phones and better cameras on our phones, and I mean you just jump onto YouTube and you can get a couple of tutorials on camera phone photography skills. Within like 30 minutes you could be a pro at it, and there's a couple of installers who are install companies that have been putting out some good photographs, great videos, and so why not showcase them?
So if I'm an installer and I want to get my my beautiful photography or my 250 kilowatt commercial install, it doesn't have to be big. It may be a residential. How do I make the cut to get onto the Clenergy webmail? That's the question. What do I need to do? Who do I need to butter up here?
No, I see. At the end of the day, right? For me, when I look at for example, I just started it because I just saw a couple of installers put some really good looking photographs, and I just picked the one that looked, I guess, let's say the prettiest, right? It had a nice little sunset on it, and it looked really a beautiful couple of shots. It was from a drone, and it was well taken. Anyway, going forward, for me, collabs and collaborations between brands, between companies and our customers is what will take center stage. So, for example, if you're an installer on a roof and you've got your brand on your high vis, you've taken a selfie video, picture of yourself with your brand with the Clenergy gear at the back behind you, and you tag us in it. I'm sharing that. I'm trying to put that wherever I can because it's not just about me. Let's lift each other up. And I don't know if you've noticed, but for the last 6-7 months, whenever I share anything on the Clenergy pages, I try to tag everybody as possible, everybody who's involved in that project. So even though, we don't get anything out of it, but I think the industry gets something out of it because what I mean by collaboration is that if I share even a simple image or a video on Facebook or LinkedIn, I'll tag the panel manufacturer, the inverter company, if they're using a monitoring platform, the installing company, maybe the site, if it's a commercial property, the site that actually got the installation done. Because for me, when I do all those tags, I'm just thinking from the perspective of someone who is outside of my industry, who stumbles upon this post, and giving them the accessibility to see, okay, so this was the install, this is how big it was, I can see the picture, great. Where was it? Oh, okay, it was at this particular commercial property. What panels they used, what inverters they used. I'm trying to minimize the risk of, not risk, but the possible questions people are going to ask me anyway in the comments. So just give them all the information straight away. At the same time, if I'm able to lift up all the other brands and we all can do this together, it's a win for everybody. It doesn't take, it does take a little bit more time for me to do all these tags, but when I say time, we're talking minutes, right? And if I put in an extra bit of minutes, that's going to give a better experience for that person out there that's going to eventually read or see this content. And if it's going to, make them understand where we're coming from better, faster, as an industry, I think I've done the right thing, and I think we're winning.
I agree. I think it's great. That's why when I mentioned before, it's a win-win for everybody. You know, it's a way
Yeah.
to collaborate. It's a way to share everyone's work. It's a way to feel proud about, you know, what the installers are doing, what the manufacturers are doing. I think it's great. It's awesome. There's never been a better time
Yeah.
to be in marketing as far as I'm
100%. I
concerned.
mean, I'll give you an example of like in the past, I've seen many brands in the solar industry, again, from the manufacturer's perspective, where let's just say there's an iconic site and you're going to do a video asset around it. The installer would give a call, and let you know. And then what happens is the panel company makes a video, the installer makes a video, the inverter company might make one, the site that is getting that installed might make one because they want to tick the box of their sustainability and their corporate social responsibility portfolio, and so something to show to their clients. And so now what happens is you've got 4 different assets living on 4 different websites, Facebook pages, Instagram accounts. Why not all come together? Make one beautiful video. Plug every brand. Let everyone see the kind of panels or inverters that were used and who was the actual installer. Talk to the actual owner of the property and see how it's benefited them and their staff, or if it's a school, the students. And so the more people get involved, now you only have one video, right? One asset, and then that one asset gets shared across everyone's platforms. And when I say platform, they're talking website, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, all of them. And so, again, it looks as, from a brand perspective, it looks as one cohesive, project.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, at the end of the day, the panels, if you're going to be shooting an image of the panels, it looks weird if they're not on some racking. And if you've got the panels and the racking, you may as well have an inverter in there as well. And, just do the whole thing. So, and save some money, which is great. No, that's great.